One happy mid-January to you, love and light to you as we step right into this new year here, 2018. We're here with the mid-month previews for the energies that will span approximately the 15th to the 31st of the month. Of course, energy is fluid, so they may resonate a little before that interval, a little after. But for those of you who have already purchased the full extended mid-month reading and have any questions about accessing, please email me at alchemyandyou@gmail.com and I'll try to get back to you there as soon as I can. For those of you who'd like to purchase this full extended reading for the mid part of January, you can click on the link in the bio box below, and that should route you to order your signs. Or you could just simply go to alchemyandyou.com, and there should be a banner up there at the top of that page. You can click that and order your signs that way. All right. Specifically, for those of you who've been asking about your North Node placement, okay, in your birth chart, that being sort of like the direction that you're moving in, okay, specifically as it pertains to matters of life path, soul path, journey, calling, career, and the like, and you've been asking, should I watch my North Node? And you may find that you resonate with that placement, as it speaks to the sort of qualities that may be conducive for you to hone in on, to harness and capitalize on, specifically as it pertains to the overall direction that you're moving in. So if you feel drawn to watch that placement, then feel free. If you don't know your North Node placement, you can calculate that via the link in the bio box below as well. You probably don't need your birth time for it, unless you're born on a cusp. So play around with it and see where you get there. Love and light to you all so much. Thank you for tuning in and for your dear support, and I'll see you soon. Here we go with the previews. We'll be targeting this week first, and then we'll move into the last week of the month, which is the 22nd to the 31st approximately. Of course, again, energy is fluid, so it may permeate a little before either end of that interval of time. Let's move right into it here. I'm feeling for you, and I'm hearing for you Pisces specifically, but I'm getting for you that during this week here, Libra, there is a certain stance that you're taking. You have the Five of Cups again coming through for you. This was the theme card of the last week. Okay, so it could be in reference to a certain decision that you make in regards to how it is that you want to set the tone emotionally for this new beginning, and the Ace of Cups coming right through there. Now, the understanding is that there's a new emotional beginning on the horizon. You have the Daughter of Swords in reverse mirroring this Ace of Cups. Okay, again, it's a matter of perception, your perception of what you want this new emotional beginning to look like, to feel like, to sound like. Now, Two of Wands coming through here, mirroring the Five of Cups. Direction I'm hearing for you is your asset. You have the Mother of Cups at the base of the Ace of Cups, the Hierophant overlaying the Two of Wands. If you're in a partnership, okay, specifically I'm hearing for a venture, you realize that there's an emotional side to the story that is very personal to you. And understanding how you want to move through that emotionalism, okay, and what it is that you want to make of this new beginning emotionally, is to be determined by you. And even if, let's say, you're working within a certain partnership, a certain paradigm that is also perhaps conventional, standardized in a certain way, you want to create the path that moves you in the direction that feels like, I'm hearing home, that feels like it is taking you in a way back into you, into how it is that you feel like yourself again, in what it is that you do, in what it is that you create. And I'm getting that you want the sense of familiarity, also sentimentalism, and a sort of feeling of vulnerability with your work as well. Now, there may be an individual here, Mother of Cups, but for a number of you, I am feeling that this is your own energy. The Mother of Cups right at the base of the Ace of Cups, mirroring, looking up directly at the Daughter of Swords. There is perhaps, I'm hearing golden focus. I'm hearing edges and tones. There is sort of an emotional, also intuitive sort of landscape for this change that you feel you are to tune into. But again, I'm getting here, Libra, I'm hearing Taurus for you, and you do have the Hierophant right over this Two of Wands. The focus for you is change. The focus for you is on direction, is on the direction that you take in a way that is, I'm hearing, solid, in line with what you feel to be a comfort zone. I'm hearing a comfort value as well. What values you feel comfortable with. We're comfortable with projecting as well. And if you are involved in a partnership, yet again, I'm getting that you want to take an exclusive approach to determining exactly what direction you want to move in. Okay, now you have the Six of Cups coming through, the Two of Cups in reverse. You then have the Daughter of Cups upright, the Nine of Swords upright, and the Hanged Man upright. To which point the Hanged Man is still hanging. Okay, now a tremendous focus here on emotions. You also have the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Cups upright. The theme is strength overlaying justice in reverse, overlaying the Four of Wands upright, overlaying the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay, I'm hearing an emotional outset. Okay, the realization that it is the emotions that move us through a certain experience, and the recognition of the emotional sort of context is what helps us move through this, new beginning in a way that we feel pacifies us. Okay, and in a certain way as well, Libra, slows us down. Okay, where it's like we don't feel like we're just moving, okay, and just moving, I'm hearing recklessly, I'm hearing shamelessly, but we're moving with purpose and intention that we feel connects us to a higher cause, a higher sort of also reasoning power, I'm hearing. Okay, so intuition is a tremendous focus here for you, and you may be heeding intuitive guidance in some shape or form, be it, again, your very own propensity or be it that of another. I'm hearing guidance, though, specifically guidance counselor for a number of you. You have a focus on partnerships, the context of collaboration, of partnerships that is to be, I'm hearing, performed through perhaps in a certain way where it's like at the end of the day I'm hearing work in tandem with others, work side by side. I'm hearing venture, but there is at the same time this focus I'm hearing on solo venture, what it is perhaps we're carving out in a personal way within a certain context that is inherently community oriented or partnership oriented. The focus for you here, Libra, is on carving that space out. What is it that setting aside the principles and the values that align you and others in a certain way, perhaps as you may perceive it, what is it that you recognize to be a certain value that is very personal to you, that speaks to your emotional needs? And there's something here that you've known, okay, to be an emotional value that is important for you, to clarify the direction that you want to take on with this transformation, and specifically in setting the tone for this new beginning, and really harnessing in on what it is that you feel intuitively, that you've felt, that you've characterized as a truth and a principle. I'm hearing through time is perhaps accessed in I'm hearing personality, in sort of a point of reflection, okay, of what matters to you in a very personal way yet again. So I'm getting on one hand that there is a certain sort of reflective nature, okay, to whatever is going on here, or that may be involved in I'm hearing performing specifically, and in I'm hearing esoteric, in finding deeper meaning in a certain desire or intention that you're setting. Again, there could be guidance through that, but at the end of the day, you are being beckoned to challenge, okay, certain positions that claim, I'm hearing, certain, willpower, certain that determine what is fair, what is just. And the focus for you is on reclaiming, I'm hearing, your personhood. I'm hearing your personality as well. Take it as you will. It can be taken in a number of ways. What it is that you feel charges your sense of character that is so unique to you. I'm feeling this pulsing on my left-hand ring finger. Take it as you will. There is a challenge here, and not a challenge in a difficult way, but a challenge as also, I'm hearing again, in a performative way of how am I embodying the restructuring of how I want to represent this next, I'm hearing channel, this next stage, by way of opening my mind to it. And the focus for you is on that, on honing in on the vision, harnessing also your intuitive perception of what it is you want to move into, what it is you want to create, and the emotionalism, the emotional dreaming, okay, you realize is and has been sort of, I'm hearing keeping the pace, okay, keeping the pace. I'm not getting that you are focusing head on matters that are, I'm hearing, fanciful. Okay, I'm getting that there's, yet again, a desire for a certain pragmatic direction, that there's a desire to, I'm hearing, hold a certain bearing, even to find a certain direction through matters that are inherently emotional. You, at the same time, though, realize that the fundamentalism of this new beginning is held in what you envision it to be. Okay, and so the actual envisioning process could be a focus for you in terms of what it is and how it is you see your role to be played through, to be crafted in and through a series of, and I'm hearing, subset of values. Now, Daughter of Cups, mirroring the Hanged Man. You could be dealing with a Pisces here, Libra, for a number of you, but there is a focus on what we make of certain cycles that are inherently emotional. And there perhaps is a lot of thinking that could go into that. Let's see what you make of these energies here in the next week, so to speak. Let's tune into the 22nd to the 31st and see what energies come through, dear Libra. I'm going to keep those 3 cards there for you to see what sort of culminates of them, and pull the rest of the cards.